what the heck, Sephora? What the heck? Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform that is here to help you stand out and thrive online. Check out squarespace.com/Alexandria to claim your domain, showcase your passions, grow your brand, and get paid all in one place. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome back to the never-ending, unrelenting, unceasing, I can't think of any good words for saying something that's gonna last till the end of time. But welcome to the never-ending advent calendar season here on my channel. It is kind of coming to an end a little bit. Look at this table, look at the barrenness of this table behind me, this desolate landscape. We used to have mountains and then they've been eroded over many, many months. So just very slow advent calendar unboxings, like in nature, like a dribble of water makes the Grand Canyon. The canyon. Anywho, today we have just a little advent calendar, a short video for you guys here, depending on how much I blab. This little tiny fellow over here, our very final Sephora advent calendar for the years of 2024 and 2025 until we buy the new 2025 ones that are gonna come out soon. Never-ending story. What's so interesting about this tiny little advent calendar down here is that of all the Sephora brand advent calendars, right, the ones that are actually full, chock full of just Sephora collection items, this one, this tiny little one back here, is the only one that I would even slightly recommend purchasing. Out of all the years that we've done these advent calendars, this little feller is the only one that I think is like, oh, that's fine. And the real kick of it is that this is not even like an advent calendar. This is an after advent calendar, which is perfect for this season. Perpetual calendar season. This little advent calendar in here has 8 items inside of it. It's supposed to take you from the 25th of December up to the 31st of December. This one has 8 items inside of it, 8 full-size items. Everything here's supposed to be full-size. Now, what Sephora counts as full-size, my eye count as full-size, might differ dramatically, but we'll see. And it has a price. It does cost an amount of money. On the Sephora website, it says $35 and that's marked out, and then it says $21. And I was like, okay, does that mean it has a $35 value? And they're saying like, oh, but you get it for $21? I don't think that's the case. I was doing a little like searching around because heaven knows I can't remember how much I paid for this. I have found like articles about this calendar, reports this calendar, like about it coming out and stuff, that have said it costs anywhere from like $20, $29, somewhere in like the lower 30. Like the price is a mystery. It's mystical. It keeps changing, and same with the value. I found multiple different articles that say it has a $109 value, and then others that say it has a $78 value. It doesn't say on the Sephora website anymore. They don't say anywhere that I can find at least what the value is, the actual retail value, and typically there's like a little sticker or something on the box itself. There's nothing on this. However, out of Sephora's usual like dog doo-doo review, like the minuscule star ratings they typically get on their advent calendars, this one has 48 reviews with a 4-star rating. That's phenomenal for Sephora advent calendars. I don't think there's gonna be a single thing that we can add to the Sephora tree of shame, which is kind of like sad in itself. Now, with all that being said, there are still some major flaws with this calendar. I mean, it's a Sephora advent calendar. Of course there's flaws. But in the past, one of the biggest issues with this particular calendar is that it's intended to come like after you've already opened a full other Sephora advent calendar. Like this is a follow-up to fill in the rest of the days of December advent calendar. Sure, you could buy this one on its own, and that's probably what I would recommend. But the whole point is for it to be a follow-up to fill in those days. And the big issue is that they'll put the same stuff. In past years, not everything was exactly the same as the previous, you know, the full big advent calendar, but some of the stuff was the exact same thing in the exact same shade. Boggles the mind. Truly boggles the mind. If I were a Sephora CEO, there'd be a lot of changes made, okay? But I wouldn't put the same items in this calendar as the first advent calendars because I would want people to buy both of them. Don't put the same stuff in. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, and like to further prove that this is a continuation, not a calendar fresh on its own, the numbers start with 25. So like this is very much so meant to be a follow-up and not just something, a standalone calendar. But maybe it should be. Okay, anyway, that's enough gabbing. Let's go ahead and get on into this, starting with day number 25. I do think it's kind of cute. The little triangles with the boxes and the pillars has nothing to do with the holiday season, but when does it ever? We got our little cute diamondy box here and a very familiar looking product. But still, even though this is a familiar product from like after advent calendars of seasons past, I don't think we got, did we get one of these in any of the Sephora advent calendars? I feel like we haven't. Where's my little hold and sell of Sephora stuff? Go ahead and dig through the sheet mask graveyard here. No, I'm not seeing a little blush that has come in either of the previous Sephora collection advent calendars, which this is already, we're off to a much better start. This is a full-size actual Sephora collection makeup product. Like this is what I'm talking about. The entire Sephora advent calendar, all the big ones, the little ones, could be chock full of this stuff, but instead they decide to give us tree trash garbage. This is a Sephora colorful blush in the shade Flirted Up. It's a matte blush. It says intense color released from the first stroke. Buildable application for a natural flush. Okay, yeah, the color looks really pretty. Just kind of a standard looking color. On the screen for some reason it's pulling a bit purple, but it is just like a fairly regular looking like pink. Like a rosy, blushy pink color. Feels a tiny bit stiff and a little powdery maybe. On the finger swatch there, it looks like I'm picking up a decent amount of pigment, though it is quite pink, very bright. Okay, yeah, like, you know, that's a fairly standard looking blush shade there. It is a really bright, kind of vibrant, summertimey, springy-timey looking blush. Or if you just like prefer that kind of more like poppy pink shade on your cheeks. It does feel a little on the powdery side, like maybe not the most super high quality blush or anything. It does blend away quite a bit like once you start blending it into the skin, but it leaves behind like a nice flush of pink. And it's a full-size makeup product with a little mirror. Oh, the teeth checking mirror and a makeup product, 2 in 1. Also, a sale product. Of course it is. So it looks like the Sephora collection blushes are standardly $14. Oh, actually, okay, there's only 2 of these colors that are on sale right now. They have 2 different shades that are both $7 a piece, so like 50% off. But the Flirted Up shade is a $14 blush, so it is full price right now. It does say that it's supposed to be an intensely pigmented blush. I don't know if I would say intensely. That might be too strong of a word, but you know, there's pink in my hand, so it's something. All right, day number 26 here is the biggest box in the entire calendar. Just perfect enough size to roll up a sheet mask and shove into. Okay, it's another hand mask. At least I don't think we got a cucumber one in the other calendars, so that's different. This little cucumber hand mask here is for hydrating and protecting, 92% natural origin. Does this one say like, for the love of all that is good, don't leave it in the nature? It does. Do not leave in nature. Which, I mean, I agree, don't do that. You don't usually see that on packaging. Maybe it's because people like see that it's made out of 92% natural ingredients and they're like, oh, while I'm hiking and I need to really moisturize and hydrate my hands, I can just put this on and then, you know, toss it into the woods and nature will run its course. So therefore, where it says plastic and product and there's a little very sad drawing of a sea turtle with what I'm assuming is one of these cucumber hand masks floating above it. Anywho, this can go in my little time capsule here of Sephora advent calendar products. I don't know why I'm just collecting them all in this box, but I am. Ooh, day 27 here has some weight to it. Oh, cute! Ooh, that's a really pretty color. We have a little nail polish here. I've actually been really enjoying the new form of Sephora nail polishes. We used to get the little eggs, which were precious, adorable. They didn't do the polishing part fantastically. They had those little nubby rounded caps. They're a little hard to grip onto, and the little bristles on the inside were just kind of hard to work with. I think that this shape, the formula, the little brush is better, all around better, just not as egg-like, which is, you know, somewhat disappointing. So this polish is 501 Baby Blue. Honestly, I don't know if this feels like one of their full-size polishes in this shape. I don't know if it is. We also got one of these in a previous Sephora advent calendar, and it's quite bigger. Quite bigger. It is larger than this little fella here, even though they said everything in this box is supposed to be full size. I know I have another one laying around here somewhere. I'd love to be able to compare the sizes and see if this one isn't a full size, because they claim everything is supposed to be. Now I do have like pale babyish looking, maybe more like sky blue nails on right now. And I painted them like this because I thought that they would go with the dress that I'm wearing to the wedding that I'm going to. But honestly, this color might be more similar. I'm kind of wondering if I should paint over these. Or, okay, maybe I'll do it right. I actually take the nail polish off and then repaint my nails, which these were going to be repainted anyway because they look kind of terrible. I just slapped some paint on there and I ended up accidentally painting fuzzies into my nails. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should change out the colors. I really feel like this little pinky nail down here, the one that I coated with the Sephora nail polish, might fit to like the vibe of my dress better. It kind of has like a bluish gray tulle on it, and that might be more the color that I was going for. Also, it's a little less vibrant than my sky blue nails. Maybe blue nails aren't like wedding appropriate in general, but they did say that the dress code, at least when asked, was just dress. So I feel like maybe they're not going to be very particular about what color my nails are. So these two are in the baby blue from Sephora, and the others that I have painted on are like an OPI, like pale blue color, but I almost kind of like the Sephora color better. I like the formula change. I think something is different. It goes on a lot smoother on the nail, at least I think so, and I feel like the pigment's much better. The only thing is, I can't find these nail polishes on the Sephora website. At least when I looked last time from the last advent calendar, couldn't find them. I looked everywhere. I couldn't even find the eggs. I couldn't find Sephora collection, Sephora brand nail polish, literally anywhere on their website. I was able to find these, however, on like an international Sephora website that I'm not even quite sure where it was located. I don't know. They're made in Luxembourg. That's kind of fun. I just don't know if these are things you can actually purchase here in the United States from Sephora, at least on their website. Watch me type it in right now and instantly find it. No, like you can't, I wanted to try to get a value for everything in the box because I wanted to see if we could figure out how much the value actually is, but you can't buy these on the Sephora website. That means I also can't check and see if this is actually a full size or not. I'm leaning to thinking no, because just like picking it up, it just didn't feel like the other Sephora nail polishes that we've received in square bottles. But yeah, like I don't know why this isn't available with the exception of inside the advent calendars. Not just this color, but like no nail polish. Really quick before we move on, I'd love to tell y'all today's sponsor, Squarespace. I have been working with and using Squarespace for years now for my 2 retail businesses and for YouTube. It's so much fun to make your own website, plus it's super simple to use and it's a great way to promote either your business or your passions. Squarespace offers so many cool, useful, and user-friendly features, like their collection of cutting-edge design tools that allow you to create a unique online presence that perfectly fits your brand or business. The Blueprint AI website builder will help you build a fully custom website in just a few steps. You just enter in some basic information about your business, your goals, personality, and Squarespace will generate premium quality content and personalized design recommendations. Squarespace also offers a huge library of professionally designed, award-winning website templates for you to personalize. They make it so simple to create an eye-catching, bespoke website with no experience required. And since your very unique and custom website will need an equally unique name, Squarespace Domains makes it easy to find the best name for your business at one fair price with no hidden fees. If you're looking to sell online, whether you offer products or services, Squarespace has everything you need to grow your business and get paid all in one place. Squarespace offers easy online payments and built-in tools for inventory, shipping, and fulfillment, so you can simplify your workflow and give your customers a seamless shopping experience. So if you're looking for a way to build your brand, grow your business, and succeed online, Squarespace has you covered. So check out squarespace.com/AlexandriaRyan for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, use code AlexandriaRyan for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And just thank you again so very much to Squarespace for your continued support of the channel. You make things like never-ending advent calendar season possible. Alrighty, let's move on here today. 28, very, very light feeling. Of course, we have a little thing here of just eye boomerangs. Coffee-filled, caffeinated eye boomerangs. Now, I do understand, like when they say full size, this is technically a full-size item. You can buy just this pack on the Sephora website and I guess in stores for like $3.50, which is kind of a lot, I feel like, for just one little set of eye patches. So like, yes, this is technically a full-size item, but like it's also a one-use, single-use item. You know, it's not a nail polish that you can use over and over or a blush that you can get a ton of uses out of. This is a one and done. This one's only 91% natural origin. I would just love to know their percentages, how they break that down. Because natural origin also like doesn't mean healthy. You know, like cyanide's natural. I don't want cyanide in my eye patches. So what, I wonder what the natural ingredients they're talking about. There's sake in here? I didn't know they're putting sake inside of their little eye masks. It's high up on the ingredient list too. So you have water, aqua, butylene, glycol, glycerin, and then rice ferment filtrate, and then in little parentheses, sake. How interesting. I guess maybe like the fermented rice does something. I know it's really good for like your hair and that kind of stuff. Okay, also into the little time capsule. Could you imagine? I like bury this metallic box, this like kind of iridescent metallic box in the backyard. And then somebody like 100 years from now, we're like, oh my gosh, a relic. Just full of Sephora crap. But truly a relic. Like, I mean, this is historical importance here. We've dedicated nearly a decade to opening up the Sephora crap. They would be so lucky to find a time capsule full of just sheet masks for different body parts and little stickers and hair clips. Could you imagine? The riches. Ooh, day number 29 has a nice clink to it. Hopefully that means it's not a mask. But it is a little squeezy tube. This is not full size. Is this full size? Oh, it's a lip sleeping mask. Okay, I thought it was like a face mask or like, you know, a body wash or something. I was like, this little guy? But no, fortunately. This is actually a nourishing and repairing lip sleeping mask in the scent flavor vanilla. That's different. I don't think we've ever received something like this from Sephora, so that's kind of fun. Ooh, that's more liquidous than I assumed it would be. Is it supposed to be that liquidy? Ooh, feels like melted Vaseline. I was hoping that would taste better. I was really hoping that would have like a nice kind of sweet vanilla taste to it. It doesn't. It does feel nice though. Like it'd be nice and moisturizing, probably akin to some sort of Vaseline type petroleum product. Not a fan of the flavor, that's for sure. It honestly does feel really nice though. I don't know, sleeping in it though, I'm just wondering how much it would stay on your mouth during the night because it is very thin, very liquidy. Okay, well it's not a petroleum-based product, so it isn't Vaseline. It has sunflower seed oil, and that's about all the words I know after that. You have vanilla, that makes sense, some zinc oxide, and some other stuff. So I'm guessing the actual like moisturizing part of it that we're getting is that sunflower seed oil. All right, half an ounce of this is the full size, which is what we have here. It is a $7 product. It seems to have pretty decent reviews, 4 stars with numbers difficult to read. 758 reviews. Ooh, 30 is up next and also clunky. That's good. Ooh, this looks different. Oh, that's really exciting. Another little makeup product here that I don't think we've ever seen before. I really like the packaging. It's a little bit hard to tell, but this top part is kind of like shimmery. There's a bit of an iridescence to it. And the bottom part is just the palest pink that says Sephora around it. That's pretty. Ooh. Looks like we're about to have a red lipstick inside this pretty little shiny tube. I was kind of honestly anticipating some like stick form lip gloss or like a really sheer lip product, but looks like we're gonna have a nice rich red. It is in the shade 07 Rose Refraction. Oh. Okay, I think like the rose name in this makes a lot of sense. I feel like there's gonna be a lot more maybe like pink tones to it than I was initially expecting. Maybe some like berryish undertones. Oh, it smells good. It smells really good. It smells like berries. Oh, I'm surprised by that. It's really sheer. From the packaging, that is what I was anticipating. But once I saw like the sticker with that rich kind of like deep red maroony shade and like the stick itself, I thought for sure we're about to be like full on red lip. But that's really nice and sheer. I personally think that's really pretty. Colors like this, I prefer to wear on a daily basis because I just think they're just easy to put on your lips. You don't have to worry about, you know, your kindergarten lips. I have a really bad issue with doing this. I can't not do that, and it shoves my lipstick and stuff like all the way up here and like down here sometimes, like well underneath my lips. So when I'm wearing lip products that are a bit more sheer, a little less colorful, that part's less noticeable. I'm gonna wipe off the oils and stuff I have on my lips right now. Dang on it. I really gotta replenish my lip wiping towels. One tiny little scrap of paper. Yeah, I think that's lovely. What the heck, Sephora? What the heck? Is it because you know that more people are gonna buy the regular, like, full-size mini more day advent calendar and you're just gonna fill that one with like junk stuff, and then you're gonna like actually release a decent, halfway okay priced advent calendar with real usable makeup products in it? Why are you doing that? Why? You have the capability, you have the power to fill every single one of those advent calendars with your Sephora collection makeup stuff. It still charge like the same price, to be fully honest, and make it like usable, actual, real makeup, because this is like nice. This feels so like, it's so easy to glide on. I really like the tiny bit of color, the tiny bit of pigment. It smells good. You're making me mad. Daggone it, Sephora. Yeah, that's a nice, like, fresh looking, can't even form words. It's just a nice, like, light, easy to wear, everyday pop of color that feels really good on the lips. And I'm so frustrated that you wait until like the after advent calendar, the one that people probably buy the least, to actually put makeup products into. What is that? Now granted, we have had 2 sheet masks and some other stuff that is more like reminiscent of calendars, you know, before this one, but like I just don't understand why their advent calendars don't, like, just, this is why this is not them. Riddle me it, Sephora. I'd love to hear you riddle me it. Okay, oh, Clanky. I thought for sure this was gonna be a sheet mask, but it's Clanky. All right, day 31, last day, and the only Sephora advent calendar that I might actually recommend if you can get it on sale. This at some point was $21. I don't think that's that bad. Oh my heavens, there's 2 full-size makeup products in here. And you know, what color is this? I don't know if this is the exact color that I've been using, but the Sephora advent calendar waterproof eyeliner that we got in the other one, that was like the brown shade, I've been using it and I like it. It stays put pretty well. We have another one. I don't know if it's in the brown shade or this one's just a straight black. You know, it might be nice if it was just a straight black. A little bit of variety, but like it's a decent, usable, wearable product. Why am I getting mad? This one's actually decent. I think I'm retroactively getting mad at like how horrific some of their other advent calendars are when they possess the possibility of being decent. And then finally, we also have a full-size mascara. We did receive the same exact mascara, a full-size one, in the premium version of this advent calendar. But like the premium version of this advent calendar was expensive, $70 something probably. And this one went on sale for $20. And you get like actual, like these are actual makeup items. This is more actual makeup items than has ever stepped foot inside of a Sephora advent calendar. These clumps here, these fistfuls of little products, this at some point was $21. For the life of me, I can't figure out how much I paid for it. But at some point, this was $21 and I think that is incredibly reasonable. If you're wanting to like test out some Sephora brand stuff, this is a great way to do it. We have a couple things for eyes. We have a lip product, a face product, another lip product, a nail polish, and some masks. I just can't wrap my mind around why Sephora can't wrap their mind around that they should be putting actual, real, usable, substantial Sephora brand makeup and other type items in their advent calendars instead of little, like, you know, trash and stickers and tiny little one-use pots of gel and just like random stuff. They could be doing this and their advent calendars could be decent, but they refuse decency. All right, the full size of the Size Up mascara is $15 and the full size of the eyeliner is $14. Oh, and I forgot to tell you all the price of this little guy here. The All About That Shine Sheer Shine lipstick is $16. Okay, so if we're looking at all of those together, I'm getting a $75.50 value without the inclusion of the price of the nail polish because I can't find it. I have no idea. Let's say like it's $80 something total altogether. If you paid in like the $20 to $30 range, which it seems like that's how much it typically is, then I don't think that's a terrible deal. You're getting a lot of full-size, usable, actual, real makeup, and I feel like this is the only Sephora advent calendar, Sephora brand advent calendar that like even makes the tiniest bit of sense. Alright you guys, let me know what you all think about this one. Am I just being too nice? Maybe I've just been like so beaten down by the Sephora advent calendars over the year. You show me a full-size blush and a full-size little sheer lipstick and I'm like, oh, you're about to get like woozy. Give me the fainting sofa. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I'd be really interested in hearing what you guys have to say about this one. And yeah, that's all I have for y'all today. Thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you would not mind, and that's the world to me. I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!